Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are joining for the first time, welcome and thank you for joining. If you are always here or if you have been here before, thank you for coming back. Now today we will be looking at pronouns, and there are different types of pronouns, but today we'll be looking at one part. So a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. So when you hear the word pronoun, you hear the word noun coming out. And from previous lesson, you should learn that a noun is the name of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. Now, pronouns are used in place of these names. It also helps us to not repeat the nouns a lot, or not to repeat the nouns at all. Now today we'll be looking at personal pronouns. And can you hear person in personal? Yes. So we'll be looking at personal pronouns. We're going to look at the singular form and we're going to look at the plural form. Now remember that singular means one. Singular means single, means one. Plural means more than one. Now, some singular personal pronouns, and notice I keep saying some because pronouns is very broad. So, and even though we're looking at personal pronouns, there are personal pronouns that we will not be looking at today. We'll be looking at in another lesson. So, some singular ones are I, which refers to only this person. Me only refers to this person. You, which can refer to one person. He, she, it. So he refers to one male, she refers to one female, it refers to one animal or one thing. Him and her. Again, him refers to one male, her refers to one female. Now, some of these are subjects and some of them are objects, but we're not going into subject and object today. Tomorrow or in another lesson, we will break it down based on subject and object. Today, we're just looking at singular and plural. So now plural, which means more than one. Some examples are we. We means that I am included, but others are also included. Us also means that I am included, others are also included. You refers to more than one person in a group. So you can be used to refer to one person, can be talking to the boy, and I can say, you sit over there. I can be talking to the whole class, and I say, I want you to sit inside. All right? So they refers to more than one. It can be boys and girls together, males and females together, or more than one males, more than one females. Likewise, them, more than one males, more than one females, are together. Now remember, some of them are objects, some of them are subjects, but we're not looking at them today. We're just looking at them as meaning one, singular, or more than one, plural. So again, the singular, I, me, you, he, she, it, him, and her. Plural, we, us, you, they, and them. Now we're going to look at some sentences where the nouns are repeated and see which pronoun would make sense to fill the blank or to take the space. Let's go. All right. So, sentence number 1. The pilot said that the pilot made a forced landing. So in this sentence, we are referring to the pilot. that's the noun in the sentence, the person we're talking about, said that the pilot made a forced landing. Now, we already know that it's the pilot that said it. Why do we need to say the pilot again? This is where pronouns come in and help us to stop the repetition. So, the pilot said that. Which pronoun would fit? If it's a male pilot, it could be he made a forced landing. Or if it's a female pilot, it could be she made a forced landing. In this case, we don't know if it's a male or a female. So if you put e, it should not be wrong. If you put she, it should not be wrong. But let's say it is multiple choice and they give you he, her, and him. Then what would you use? It would definitely be he. But if you have no choice, then he works or she works. But we're going to say he. So the pilot said that he made a forced landing. Sentence sound better, right? The pilot said that the pilot made a forced landing. Or the pilot said that he made a forced landing. Sounds way better. Pronouns help us not to repeat. Let's go to 2. The twins cried when their parents scolded the twins. Hello. So the twins, those are the persons we're talking about, cried when their parents scolded the twins. Why do we need to say the twins again? So we need to replace the twins with a pronoun. But the twins, how many persons? 2. It simply means we need the plural. So the twins cried when their parents scolded them. Good job. Them. So we replace the twins with them. Let's read it and see. The twins cried when their parents scolded them. Good. Let's go to 3. Mary gave the book to Jim and told Jim to read the book. Mary, that's one person here, gave the book, which is a thing, to Jim, which is another person, and told Jim to read the book. Same Jim, same person, same book. Do we need to be so repetitive? No. Let's see how we could fix that. Mary gave the book to who? To Jim. Is Jim a boy or is Jim a girl? Jim is a boy. So Mary gave the book to Jim and told him. So we're replacing Jim with him to read what? The book, which is a thing. So which pronoun? It. So Mary gave the book to Jim and told him to read it. In this case, I'm not changing the book here and I'm not changing Jim here because I would be saying Mary gave it to him. Mary gave what to who? So the first part we're not changing. We need to know who gets what. So Mary gave the book to Jim. Now we can change and told him, who? Jim, him, to read what? The book, it. All right? Try this one on your own. It's yours. So pause the video and try it. The sister ordered the nurses to report to the sister when the nurses went off duty. Sounds confusing, too repetitive. Let's fix that. So the sister, which is one female, ordered the nurses, more than one nurses. They can be males, they can be females, it can be a mixture of males and females, who knows, to report to the same sister when the same nurses went off duty. Let's fix that. So we need to keep the sister ordered who? The nurses. To do what? To report to the same sister. So it would be her. When the nurses, what nurses? How many? More than one. When they went off duty. So let's read it without the repetition. The sister ordered the nurses to report to her when they went off duty. Sounds more like a professional writer rather than repeating so much. That's it for our lesson, Introduction to Pronouns. Next lesson, we will be dividing them into object and subject pronouns. So today, we only looked at personal pronouns being singular or plural. In the next lesson, we're going to look at them as objects and subjects. So see you then. Remember to like, share, leave a comment, and if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe and tap that notification bell. Thank you.